Hello, welcome to the Match on Football. It's Kamal again with the recent news and opinions. Today I would like to discuss about Xabi Alonso and Chelsea deal, how they are looking for the new manager, new coach, let's say, about some other coaches and managers, about the Manchester United transfer rumors. First of all, I would like to start about Xabi Alonso, or let's say Xabi Alonso. He's a main candidate to become the next head coach of the Chelsea Football Club because Chelsea is interested in him to bring him after sacking Liam Senior. They are looking for the permanent manager, permanent coach, let's say. And last time they made a big mistake by bringing Liam Senior after sacking Maresca because it was not quite wise. They are bringing someone who is not experienced and didn't coach in the Premier League from the Strasbourg or somewhere like that, and it was shocking for me. I was surprised when they brought him because I was 100% sure that he will fail. He will fail because it was obvious. Every fan in the world or every, let's say, person who knows what the football is have understood that it was a wrong decision. And now they are just trying to save this, but they cannot save the season. They were when they were sacking Maresca, they were near to the Champions League position, but they will not take the Champions League season next year. And it's under the responsibility of the Chelsea board. If you analyze the situation around the Chelsea after Roman Abramovich left the club, you could see that this is a big failure. In my opinion, this is not good enough from the board. What they are doing is not good enough. They are just telling you some story or fairy tale, let's say. Every season the same thing. They are saying that they are building something. They are building step by step, brick by brick. But Chelsea's DNA is not building something for the long years. It's about results. It's about trophies. But they are not title contenders in the Premier League or the Champions League. Of course, Enzo Maresca won for them UEFA Conference League, but it's not good enough, Maybe the World Cup in the summer. World Cup is also not in the same, let's say, degree of being famous as Premier League or let's say Champions League. In my opinion, what the new board is doing is not good enough. It's very, very bad, and I'm sorry for the Chelsea fans because Chelsea is a club about winning. Chelsea is a club about to be in the top, and they were bringing the result. And the transfers were much more better when Abramovich was there because they were bringing some experienced players, some stars. It was very balanced team. Their squad was good enough to compete in the highest level. Right now, it's I don't know. Their transfer politics nowadays is about bringing the players who are under the 24 or 23, let's say. By that way, you will never win the big titles by bringing the kids, by playing with young players, because it will be not balanced. You need some experienced players who want something in their career to win something again with them, You cannot win the titles with the kids. And this transfer politics is so stubborn. They are thinking that they are playing some kind of FIFA game, in the FIFA you are building your team, you are a manager and you are doing some career and you are buying some young players, and after that playing with them. By winning the titles you are selling after that, it's a typical computer games. I played it and it works only in computer games, or let's say in PlayStation, but in reality, in football, it doesn't work like that. Okay, right now they are interested in Xabi Alonso. Let's back to that. Xabi Alonso is a good coach. I'm sure about that. He's 44. He's young enough. He built something special with Bayern Leverkusen. They didn't lost any match in the league game, and they won Bundesliga after I don't know so many years. it's a big achievement when the Bayern Munich every season winning this title, and you are by some chance as a Bayer Leverkusen winning this title, taking by them. And in my opinion, it's a big achievement, and he made it in a special way. If you look to the Xabi Alonso as a coach, what he brings to the Chelsea, if they bring him as a coach, he brings his experience. He was playing in the Premier League. Of course, he didn't coach in the Premier League, but he played in the league, and he knows what is the Premier League is about, and the difference between the other leagues. He also was managed by Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, Vicente Del Bosque. He won all the possible titles which the football player can win in his career. Champions League, La Ligue. We can say about some cups in the football clubs, and about the World Cup, Euros. So he's, in my opinion, he's one of the complete players in the history of the football. Also, he's a central midfielder. As the fact that all the best coaches are when they were players, they were some kind of midfielders or central midfielders, because central midfielders sees their view and their thinking mentality is like more tactical, let's say, because they need to read the games, they need to control the games, they need to give the long passes, short passes. They are controlling the rhythm of the game. So by that way, they are having this kind of experience by being a player. And after that, being a coach for them is much more easier, let's say. And I can give a lot of examples. For example, Pep Guardiola, Zinedine Zidane, and so on, etc., and etc. So a lot of good coaches they were central midfielders. Even Diego Simeone was a central midfielder in his career when he was playing. So Xabi Alonso is a good candidate, in my opinion. He is young, he has a new kind of style of thinking, and also by combining all the coaches who was managing him, we could say that he took a lot of experience from them. He played in Bayer Leverkusen by three backs, three central defenders. He likes to play like that way, but in Real Madrid he did some kind of experiments by playing 4-3-3 or 4-2-2, 4-5-1. It didn't help to him, because his own style is about playing with three backs, three central defenders. And if he comes to Chelsea, most probably he will play in this style. And in my opinion, Chelsea is more adaptable club to the styles. It's not like Manchester United, who just doesn't accept any different styles from their own style. Chelsea, when Chelsea was playing under Roman Abramovich, let's say the coaches like Mourinho came there, played 4-5-1, or Antonio Conte played with the three backs, and it was never a problem. So in my opinion, it will be not problem for Chelsea Football Club if Xabi Alonso comes and play with three backs. But in my opinion, they will need do some transfers, and also the tactics will gonna play, because they have enough players to play in this tactic, and Xabi Alonso can get them to the top again, at least to the top 4, and they will get the Champions League by the season 2028. So it will be very good choice to bring Xabi Alonso. Let's bring him, let's do it, because it's the most right decision. And on the other side, Liverpool will regret if he comes to the Chelsea, because he is a legend of the Liverpool Football Club. And if we see the recent performances from the Liverpool, Arne Slot is not good enough for this team. I said it several times in the previous videos that Arne Slot is like he's a new version of Erik ten Hag. The situation will become worse. This year he will finish most probably 4th. Next season he will be like maybe 10th even. He will not be in the top 6 most probably next season. He's not good enough. It's obvious. Even Jamie Carragher said about this. He mentioned that he reminds him Erik ten Hag. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen, but Liverpool Football Club will regret. I'm sure about that, because it's stupid decision to not bring Javi Alonso to their club. He's their former football legend. They have decided to rely on Arne Slot for the next season. I mean, the Liverpool board. I'm sorry for the Liverpool fans, because they're gonna struggle next season with this kind of coach. If Alonso goes to the Chelsea, it means that doors for the Liverpool Football Club will be closed for him for the many years. But he was a good candidate to replace Arne Slot and become the new manager for the Liverpool Football Club. Also, I could mention that Chelsea is not 100% sure. They are thinking between two candidates. First, as I mentioned, it's Javi Alonso. The second one is Iraola from Bournemouth. About Iraola, I could mention that he is doing fantastic job in the Bournemouth, by the squad of Bournemouth, by what he have done for the recent years. For the next year, they're gonna go to the Europe League or maybe Conference League. Let's see till the end of the season where they will finish. But in my opinion, Iraola doing is a great job, and he deserves it. He deserves to become the new coach of some top club in the Premier League. And the better side of the Iraola is to be experienced, that he coached in the Premier League. But I'm not sure that he gonna win something, because it's an open question. We didn't see him to win some kind of big titles. For me personally, Alonso is better candidate. He is a better candidate because he won something in his career. Also, as a player, he won a lot of titles. He knows how to win, and he was a coach in the top clubs. Maybe he failed, but it was an experience. Real Madrid is not patient football. Any coach, it will be difficult. Even they are saying about Jurgen Klopp, but if Jurgen Klopp goes there, he gonna fail, I'm sure. Because Jurgen Klopp is the type of coach who builds the teams. He needs time. But Real Madrid will not give him a time. Yeah, he is also good in developing the young players, which is also will be good for Chelsea Football Club, as they love to bring some young players, and their squad is so young, full of young players, and he gonna develop them. Let's see what's gonna happen, but most probably Chelsea gonna bring him. It seems like that from the press. Let's see. Another story which I want to tell is about Manchester United and the rumors around the club. We could listen that some press and some media is talking about the forward situation around Manchester United, because Joshua Zirkzee is not a real striker, let's say. He's maybe controlling the game. His techniques are good, but it's not enough to be the number 9. Number 9 needs to score goals, but he can't score the goals. The problem is why Erik ten Hag failed in Manchester United was bringing these kind of players. He brought Andre Onana, Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, and so on, who are not good enough for this team. And that's why he failed. And Joshua Zirkzee, he must go, because he's not good enough for this team. And most probably Manchester United will bring someone else instead of him to rotate Benjamin Sesko, because he cannot play every match. Next season Manchester United gonna play in Champions League and in 4 tournaments. It will be bad for the club if they don't bring someone who will rotate Benjamin Sesko. And it's must-have player is a forward, and one of the candidates who is in the shortlist, who is in Manchester United shortlist, is from the France. And the player who Manchester United wants to bring is Esteban Lepol from the Rennes, and he scored 20 goals in the league game in League One. Most probably he gonna take a golden boot this year in the League One, and he's 26. He's not too much young. He's not too much old. He's in the perfect age to be the striker, to be the number one, and he can, like be the new Chicharito. Let's say Chicharito was his nickname, but Javier Hernandez. You know, he can be new Javier Hernandez for the club. And let's see, but he's a very good player in my opinion, because from the clips what I watched, from the match what I watched, he's so dangerous. He on the another box, he's like playing with the one touch, which is needed for the he has the ability to smell the goals, which is the most important thing to be the striker. Being the striker is like being on the right place right in the right time, and shoot in the proper way to score the goal. That's it. You don't need to, do the dribblings. You don't need to give the, fantastic passes. You don't need to score the goals from the long distances. You just need to be in the right place, in the right on the right time, and kick it. On the it's like on the one shot. That's it. Let's see what's gonna happen on this way, but they are in the Manchester United is looking for the forward, and of course they want to bring someone who have a Premier League experience, who played in the Premier League. In the Premier League, it can be Igor Tudor from the Brentford, and yeah, he is a perfect candidate, but he will cost around 80 million pounds, and Manchester United cannot buy him, in my opinion, because they will buy a lot of players this season, and if they buy each of them for 80 million euros, let's say, like five players will be around 400 millions, but Manchester United cannot afford it, and they're gonna bring some kind of cheaper options in order to play, and let's see what's gonna happen. And thank you very much for watching me. Please subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments in order to discuss it in the upcoming videos. Bye bye.